This is the move out video for 9209 Northgate Boulevard, Unit 120. Today is August 3rd, 2017. As you enter the unit, the screen looks good. It's been a little bit on the bottom. Okay, so door looks okay. The door's chipping a little bit, but as you enter, like the front door definitely needs to be wiped off. The first wall to the left needs to be painted. Obviously there's white paint on it, and it does need to go ahead and get repainted. There's a lot of, I don't know if that's dust or what that is. I'm assuming that's what it is, but like darker spots on the ceiling. So we'll go ahead and paint this wall. Overall, this unit doesn't look bad. Fireplace was cleaned out. There's just a lot of dust. The blinds are bent in the living area, so replace those. There's a lot of like dirt or something on the tile in here. I don't know if like you can remove that or what that is, but it looks pretty, I'm not really sure what that is. So, walls in the remaining of the living room, they look fine. Dining area as well. There's a few little spots on the ceiling that are discolored and nail holes near the window, like a few different ones. So, bent blinds. Window seal could use a touch-up paint, but it's not a necessity. As far as, like I said, the darker spots on the ceiling, I don't know if that's because it was painted a different color possibly at one time, or if it's just dust, but light bulbs and ceiling fan work. Well, now that okay, so on this wall in the living room, there's like 3 or 4 spots that actually look painted over. We may want to touch those up. It's not horrible, but if we wanted to, we could just paint over that. Even to just touch that up. And there's a few little like food splatter marks. Light in here is fine. Dining room is okay. Baseboards are all right, and flooring looks good. This area, the middle wall, needs to be painted, obviously. Baseboards are okay. There's a whole bunch of different areas in like the walkway of like the dining room going towards the kitchen that have like darker colored spots, possibly a leak. This is fine. It's just dust, and even going where the AC is, like there's darker spots over there as well. We do need to touch up the trim because it's evidently dirty, or I'm not sure what those spots are from. AC vent is just rusty. That means we need to replace the AC filter. So I'm gonna try using the AC and see if that turns on. I'm not sure if this is like food or what that is, but to me it looks like cockroach feces. So we may want to touch up paint on those. The door could use a wipe down for sure, the pantry door. Flooring looks fine in here, it's just dirty. Okay, so I'm assuming they had mice or rats, whichever. Looks fine. The tenant did provide some more outlet covers, which is good. We probably need to touch up this wall right here because there's so much like food residue, and then above the vent hood as well. These cabinets are definitely older. They don't look bad, but they're older as far as the color. Replace that little metal mesh area. Behind the stove, we need to paint that. Light works. Vent works. On the cabinet, it is like corroding, I guess you would say. There's crumbs in here. This is fine. They left like a banana holder. The exterior of the fridge is rusty. the inside was not cleaned out. So we will need to get that cleaned on the inside as well of the freezer. It doesn't feel like it's getting cold in there. So we may need to paint this wall as well because there's a lot of food residue, as just little darker spots. Maybe if we could wipe that off. We need to double check and fix the drawer to the left of the sink, the top drawer, because it's coming off. Inside, there's just crumbs in here. The exterior of the cabinets look good. These blinds seem to be broken, so we need to replace those. There's a piece of tape on the middle. Sink looks fine. It's dirty, but it looks okay. We do need to wipe off the back of this wall, or the cleaner does. Okay. Fire extinguisher is good. There's a pretty large gap in between the dishwasher and the cabinet. I'm gonna go ahead and run the dishwasher. This is fine. This drawer was wiped out. The side of this wall could use a touch-up on paint, but overall this area is not bad. This unit's not bad actually. It just needs some TLC as far as on the paint and stuff, and definitely a cleaning. The ceiling we do need to have the crew inspect. Near the AC thermostat, there's a lot of like fingerprints, and even the corner. You can definitely see that this AC vent has been through the ringer. Entering the door, entering the bedroom. The door is scraped up a little bit, but overall it doesn't look bad. We may need to just, again, paint the trim. The door doesn't need to be painted. Here's the inside of the door. It's just dusty. This wall looks fine. Doorknob's good. The only thing that I can see in here is just like the dust on the walls. And then it looks like the foundation, like the part of the wall is kind of protruding. But overall, there's a few little minor scrapes and scuffs on the wall, but I wouldn't say that we would need to necessarily paint. Ceiling fan and light, it's just dusty. Flooring looks good. Flooring is in really good shape, so it was obviously updated at some point. Here's the walls. A few nail holes, but nothing that like would require like any major work. Here is the closet door, some hair, some dust. Looks like a mirror, something was hung at one point. Wipe off the door for sure. I don't know what those things on the hinges are called, like when the, almost like the nail or whatever is holding it together. I don't know what you call that, but we need to go ahead and push that down on the main door to the bedroom. So here's the bathroom. The cabinets are older. Flooring is fine. The exterior of the bathroom door looks good. There's no damage, nothing that we would need to change. Just a little dusty. It does smell like urine in here pretty bad. This is fine, this is fine. The hot and cold display on the sink is cracked. Sink is good, sink runs fine. This looks good. The back of the sink is like corroded, like the wood is warped. The toilet's fine. Oh yeah, it smells like urine really bad in here. The cabinet is actually like the top of the cabinet. We need to repair that. Light bulbs are good. This is fine. Tub is fine. We do need to get a stopper for it. The diverter works. Okay. Shower's good. Towel bar's good. This light is fine. The vent works. overall, this looks nice in here. Just the only other thing that I saw was just dust. Near the light switch, it's pretty dirty, and there's a few scuff marks on the wall. Closet, flooring is good, walls look fine. Yeah. All of the pieces like on the blinds near the back door seem to be okay. I'm not really sure what that stuff is that's on the porch, but looks like there's some cleaning supplies. I don't know if that's like confetti or something. There's no washer and dryer in here. Let me see. Okay. We may need to patch up some areas like where the washer and dryer were. These doors are good. The handles need to be secured, but overall, like back here just needs to be cleaned up. So can't get the Charlie bar to work, to get pushed down a little bit, so we may need to get the guys to fix that as well. So overall in here doesn't look bad. Windows are all right. Okay. Lock looks fine. Yeah, the only other thing that I can see is just the ceiling. We probably need to take a look at that soon, so. I didn't see any mouse droppings, so that's probably a good sign. I didn't really see any roaches, so that's also good. All right.